Now let's create our background. So what I'm going to do, I wanted to pick a color that complements or works well with the blue, which is the dominant color of our image. And I like the orange, right? The orange works. If you look at color theory, look at the color wheel, orange works. Plus, it's also already in our image, so we're kind of repeating that color, which is really cool. It helps unify the design. So, if you remember how Illustrator works, and let me Command 0, bring this back to the center. Illustrator works, this is not white. I mean, technically you're looking at it and it's white, but that's not a white background. In Illustrator, the default background Illustrator assumes is paper, and you're going to print to white paper. And the way you change the color of paper is different color paper in the printer. However, we can fake a colored background, and this is how we do it. Create a new layer, and we're going to drag that layer all the way to the bottom. I'm going to double click, call it BG for background, and we fake the color by drawing a rectangle over our artboard and filling it with the color that we want. In this case, my color fill is orange. Orange plays well with the blue, and it is also in this design right here. And you can see, right, I have that kind of orangish color. But if you notice, it's not just orange, there's texture on there, right? Remember how important texture is as an element of design? Creates visual interest. So let's go ahead and place our texture. I use painted bricks, and those assets are again linked in the mission. I'm going to place that. I'm just going to kind of click right there, take my selection tool and drag that. And then what I'm going to do is, I don't want just bricks, right? It looks like bricks. So we come under transparency, and I'm going to bring this way, way down, maybe like 15%. What that does is it allows our orange to shine through, but adds that texture. And I'm going to Command minus a little bit. And another thing I can do is if I want to change like the texture, I can kind of shrink up my picture like that a little bit. And then Command 0, get me back to full screen. Again, the picture is off our artboard, doesn't matter, we'll clip it later. But that gives us and let me just click outside, turn the grid off really quick, right? That gives us a kind of interesting texture instead of just plain orange. Create visual interest. You might even want to bring it down a little bit more. So I can click on it, and maybe if you think it's too strong, right, it's all kind of about being a designer and saying, all right, maybe 10% is better. But I'm going to go with the 15 just so we could see it a little bit more. Background I'm done with. I'm going to lock it, have my grid turned on again, Command S to save in case bad things go on. And then we'll come back and we'll add the text elements and learn how to line those up with the grid.